Hello, welcome to the Aldi Homestead. You guys are probably wondering why I didn't let the chickens out into the netting. So some really bad news. Yesterday I had to leave to go help a family member, and because we don't have the fencing complete, we can't leave our livestock dog Bailey out like when nobody's here on the property, right? And so anyways, shortly after I left, a fox came, and yeah, we lost all of the adult chickens, except for 4. We also lost our rooster. Yeah, I don't know. Fox was waiting, just like last time. Just like last time, the fox waited for me to leave in the school bus. And we literally saw it on the security cameras, like 2 minutes after the school bus pulled out, the fox came running out. Animals are smart. I mean, yeah, everybody's got to eat, I guess, but, you know, it just annoys me. But anyways, hopefully we can get this fencing up sooner than later so that we can actually leave Bailey outside. Because we can't have this. I mean, what's the point of having a livestock guardian dog if he stays inside all the time? And I mean, we do leave him out when we're here. It's just we don't want to be irresponsible and leave him out when we're not here in case, something happens, right? He wanders off, he bothers somebody, somebody injures him, whatever. So, anyways, I will show you the video because if you're a farmer or a homesteader, I think you need to see how foxes and wildlife act around chickens and just how quickly it can happen. So this is a forewarning that this is graphic. If you're queasy, don't watch it, skip this part. It's about a 3-minute long, 4-minute long part. Sorry, the dogs are going nuts. Anyways, the only reason I'm posting this is because I want you guys to see how fast a fox can take out your flock, your entire flock. Anyways, here it is. Here we go. So that was the clip. It basically, like, I mean, it didn't happen entirely in 3 minutes. That was kind of cut up over time, because what the fox was doing was taking the chicken bodies away to another spot back there for him or her to get later on, and then coming back for more. So because one chicken isn't enough, what they'll do is they'll kill as many as they can. So this fox came forwards and backwards, getting more and more chickens, and then when Dave came home at 1 o'clock, that was when obviously it heard Dave's truck, and then it stopped. It ran away. So, anyways, thankfully, I know the burning question you guys have is what happened to the chicks. And thankfully, so far, there's been no sign of anybody trying to get into the chicks or the turkeys. So, I don't know. I hope nothing happens to them, because they're kind of our last chance this year for having egg layers. Anyway, let's let those chicks out. Speaking of them, Bailey, you want to come with me? So you're probably wondering, how safe is their pen? Well, to be honest, is anything really 100% predator proof? It does have a cage on the top, and it's cage all around. Plus there's chicken netting on top of it all around. Our chicks don't stay out during the day as long as what our other chickens do. Usually around dinner time, we put them in, just because they're so vulnerable. And also the turkeys are still young, and if you know anything about turkeys, turkeys are fragile, like the wind blows the wrong way and they die. So, around 5 o'clock, everybody goes back in that house, and that house is pretty secure. We did check it yesterday after the attack, just to make sure that nothing tried to get in there. So far, so good. Anyways, let's move on to the garden. My sunflower wall is not that impressive right now. I did have this one come out. And I have two over here. But one thing that I realized is that sunflowers are, why am I drawing a blank on the word? There's a word for this. Gardeners, you know what this means. They're not photogenic. There's something. Anyways, whatever. I'll think about it after. Sunflowers will grow facing the sun, and they will follow the sun throughout the day. So I planted the sunflower wall thinking like, oh, this is going to be really cool because it's going to be a wall of sunflowers. Well, I forgot that because sunflowers follow the sun comes up there, that is east, and it goes there, which is south, and then it sets here, which is west. So my sunflowers are going to face the wrong way throughout the day. Yeah, didn't think that one through. And that's why south is facing the greenhouse and north is up towards the house. So you live and learn. I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that. I should have known better, because I knew this fact. But anyways, so that's why I don't have much hope for my sunflowers. Okay, so we had a wicked rainstorm last night, so I do not need to water. I just need to check for cucumbers and other things. And I think I spotted one. Yeah, there's one down there. Gardeners, every time it rains like really heavy, you need to come into your garden. You need to check for stuff. I didn't see this yesterday, and it's already starting to turn yellow a little bit. So I failed at that. But anyways, it's still edible. But yeah, every time it rains, check your garden, because you never know. It's going to be tons of stuff that you didn't even expect. Meanwhile, in the strawberry patch, whoo-hoo, that's a good looking one. This is a pretty perfect looking one. I didn't even notice this one yesterday, so pretty good too. That one has been, unfortunately, nibbled by this thing, right? So I guess you can have it. That's the strawberry tax. Oh, another perfect little one. My potato plants are potatoing with the flowers. They seem pretty happy. And I'm just gonna put this cucumber out of reach of the dogs, because my dogs act like they're vegetarians and they will steal all of my veggies. Checking for broccoli. Got a little bit of broccoli there. Woohoo! Got a big head of broccoli there. I've actually picked some broccoli last night. And the pumpkins are doing pretty good. I bet you they enjoyed that rain last night. My blueberries have kind of slowed down on production. I think they're kind of at the end of their season. There's a blueberry. There's a couple of blueberries here. I think they're at the end because basically it's just like really tiny blueberries now. That's okay. That was pretty good for a first year. Just coming in here to check tomatoes. I do have a big one. Yeah, there it is. See? Hasn't turned red yet though. My kale is looking spectacular. I gotta cut that again. And doesn't look like there's any. Oh, there's a couple tomatoes on that far one over there. And I have a cluster of tomatoes here. And I'm gonna pick that because something has already gotten into it. So bye-bye. Got another tomato down there. Tomatoes are a bit late this year. This time last year I had tomatoes. Got a banana pepper there. I picked a really big banana pepper off this plant last night. It was like that long. We had it for dinner. It was pretty good. Put it in with some stir fry. And these peppers haven't really done anything yet. Again, they're a bit delayed, but it's been pretty rainy. And the corn's doing his corn thing. Again, it's a bit delayed, but it is what it is. And Nova, are you checking for tomatoes? for the tomato tax. I don't see any of your tomatoes. This is Nova's favorite. Oh, I do see one. And I see two. And you know what? Because this is Nova's favorite plant, favorite thing ever, she is going to get the first one, the honorary first cherry tomato. Sit. Tomato tax? Is this what you live for? Cool. This plant gave off its first cherry tomato. I got some beans there. Some peas. And I better check this because last night I picked a huge summer squash off of here, and I see there's 2 in there. I will pick those later today. All in all, I think the rain did the garden pretty good. Looks pretty happy. And I don't have to water today, which is kind of a bonus. Our chicken butt squash or pumpkin, whatever it is doing its thing. If you don't know what chicken butt squash is, last fall we gave our chickens a bunch of squash from the garden, and they ate them clean. And then when we cleaned out the winter pen, one of them or a few of them have pooped out some squash seeds. So then we used the compost that it turned into to fill this hole. Anyways, that is chicken butt squash. If you wanted it to grow there, you wouldn't be able to get it to grow there. So we just left it because it seems to like it. So whatever, it's free chicken food. Also, if you didn't know this, feeding chickens squash and pumpkins and things like that actually deworm them and really help them with their health in the wintertime. So that's why we give it to them in the fall. Makes sense. So any squash or pumpkin that we don't get to, it's still enjoyed by the chickens. Anyways, Dave is going to be home soon, and we are going to grease the tractor. So if you don't know how to grease a Ford 9N tractor, here's the video for it. Here we go.
Well, today we're going to grease up the tractor. I haven't done it since I got it, so we're going to try to find all the grease nipples and clean them up, and then see if they'll take some grease. Hopefully they will. If you don't grease something every so often, sometimes the grease nipples don't take grease. So we're just going to go around and try to find them all and clean them up, and then we'll try them for grease.
You can also online get a what do you call that? Like a blueprint that shows, yeah, like a diagram that shows you where all the nipples are. So if you're unsure, you can look that up. But it's very important for these old tractors to take grease. Hey, is that your new exhaust?
Yeah.
You put it on all by yourself?
Yeah.
Good job.
Took me like 10 minutes.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it's alright. What else did I put on? Yeah, I just put that on. Yeah.
Did you put the boot on yet? No, you didn't.
No, because I don't have it. It hasn't come yet.
Oh.
You'll know when the boot comes because we're going to change the hydraulic fluid.
So the boot is this. This needs to be replaced because it's letting water into the transmission.
Yep.
We found that by accident on a Google search because we couldn't figure out why it was watery. But you see this boot is just disintegrated, so if you have water in your transmission, this cheap little part is the first thing that you fix on these.
Alright, so that's that done, that one done. Let's see if there's any. Probably be some on the point, 3-point hitch too.
Yeah.
Get these ones done first. And then
Was there not any on the very front?
the very front?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes there is on these tractors. No, it doesn't look like it. That's weird.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can see if the grease gun even works.
Yep. It's coming out of the...
Oh, so that's pretty good then.
Or that's loose. It shouldn't be coming out like that.
Okay. How do you tighten that up?
I don't know.
New whether I can get into. New. So I gotta get a flex to be tightened up probably.
Yep. It's doing it.
Unless that's how it works. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I can't get that. This is actually pretty surprising that this is pretty well greased up. I guess it doesn't take much grease to grease these little tractors. And honestly, really, it hasn't really done much since I've got it, so. I need to get myself a flexible nozzle, so I'll figure that one out. Probably could just put one through, unscrew this maybe. Yeah, I think so. Get a flexible one. But that's cheaper than a fucking grease gun anyway.
I just wanted to show you guys and document this epic flower situation I have going on here at the porch. The rain kind of thrashed it down, so it looks a bit beat down. But my nasturtiums are rocking. And my cosmos are rocking. And my zinnias are absolutely running the show. And Cosmos over here are very pretty too. And around the fence here, I have nasturtiums that are exploding onto the porch. And yeah, excuse those lettuce bowls. They're kind of on their way out. I had to give them a haircut, and they're kind of struggling. But it's the time of year that lettuce does struggle anyways, so yeah. Anyways, I'll show you what we have left of our chickens. 2 of them are broody, so that's why there's only 2 of them that are out right now. And so what we're gonna do is, because we have 2 broody hens, we are gonna leave the eggs in the coop and hope that those broody hens will hatch those eggs, which will be descendants of our chickens that we lost. So anyways, that is the plan. I just can't believe it happened again. This is the 2nd time it's happened. It doesn't get any easier. It's just so frustrating because you put so much time and money, but I mean, it's not even about the money at this point. It's about the time. Like, it takes them like 7 or 8 months to start laying. And you got to keep them alive for that long. And when they're really young, they're fragile and hard to look after, like those guys down there. And then in the course of 20 seconds, what feels like a second, they get killed. So that's what's happened here. Another tragedy on the Hollaby homestead. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope our next video will be actually us putting up the fencing that we need to protect the chickens, because at this point, that is our main priority. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.